business reports. In this video, we are going to have a look at some further reports. Under the reports tab, you've got Amazon Selling Coach. Now that's not something I've signed up to because it came in well after I joined Amazon, and you can contact Amazon Seller Support and they will assign you a selling coach, and they will just give you some ideas about what to do with the likes of your advertising, communication with buyers, etc. That's not something I've ever worked with or felt the need to actually use. Typically they're really just going to encourage you to advertise more and to send more products into Amazon because that is what benefits them, as opposed to you as a seller. Have a look at it, but just form your own opinions on what they are suggesting. The next tab will be business reports, which will be an essential report to review on a regular basis. This is where it will show you your sales throughout the day, your traffic, your seller performance, and a number of other details which we'll go through here. So the first part it will take you is your sales dashboard, and it will show you your sales so far today. It's very early in the morning, I think it's about 5:30 at the moment, so we've just picked up the one sale so far today. But if you wanted to pick up your sales from the week to date, your month to date, or year to date, or even custom ranges, you can do that. For example, if you wanted to have a look to see, for example, how many products you sold in January of this year, just select the date range, and I think you can do up to 3 months at a time. You can do over a year at a time on there. Beg your pardon. You can do practically as long as you want, and then just click apply, and it will tell you exactly what you've sold throughout the month of January, and that will be in the UK marketplace as we're currently in the UK. But we also sell in the 4 other European countries, or if you sell in the US, you can just select perhaps Canada if you sell there, and it will show you those individually. So that's a good way you can go through day by day. You can actually see, how much you sell on different days per week. So that will be your overall sales. It will give you an idea what you did this year as opposed to last year on the graph there, so you can plot how you're doing over time in that sense. And the next one will be sales and traffic. It's a similar page, but it just gives you more metrics and it gives it on a daily basis. So it will show you here the date, and then it will show you the total units ordered, your total sales, the average sale price, and how many on average you sold of at a time or of that product. So you can go through. It's not something that I used to look at, but over time it's something that I realise is very important, because you can have a look at, for example, how many sessions you're getting per day, and that will be how many people actually look at your products or go onto your product page, and that will help by identifying what your organic reach is actually improving by, because if it's going up over time, it might suggest that your products are going up in the search rankings, you're getting more views on your page, which is very important. However, if you then go on to drop down in the percentage amount of orders, it suggests, you're getting a lot of traffic, but it might not be relevant. So there's lots of different things that you can look at here and interpret in your own way. But the most important thing will be obviously the amount of sales you're getting, and then I would suggest the amount of traffic will come secondary, because sales are more important, but the traffic leads to those sales. And then you can start to break down on, you can view over time how you can see here, as for example, we're currently in the middle of COVID-19 crisis. Our average sort of order percentage is 7.46%, but over time it was closer to 20% before that, 22%, and so on. So, that's a rare exception. Usually it will be a lot more steady, and you'll see it being a very similar percentage over time, and hopefully that will creep up. Another sales and traffic page. This will go through more into your individual page views. So there's not too much difference on that one. Seller performance. Let the page load up, and it will start to give you things like your refund rate. So it will tell you over time on a day-by-day basis how many refunds you're getting. So come in here if you're worried about the likes of refunds, things like negative feedback. We haven't had a single negative feedback there, although you do have your feedbacks received in there. So if you haven't got any negative, it will show you that they're going to be positive. Things like your claim back, so customers claiming that they've had issues with your products and getting refunds in that sense. And then here, that's all of these three tabs here are going to be about your overall product sales and performance. Here you can actually break down and go by ASIN. So it will show you a breakdown of all of your products, and it will start with, I believe, the most popular, and then it will start to go down. You can have a look at every single one of your products. You can select the date range you want and go along the tabs to see which are relevant to you. So you can see the session percentage, the page views, which we've established as one of the most important, the buy box percentage, which if you're a private label seller should be pretty much 100% all the time, the units ordered, so you can see which are your most important products or highest selling, and then within perhaps, so we sell weightlifting belts, it will tell you which one is actually the highest order in terms of which size. So then you can identify and help you with further orders. If you're getting a double the amount of orders for a medium belt as opposed to large and small, then you need to order more of those, and you can actually calculate how many you should be ordering on future orders, which is very useful because it means you've got the right amount of stock in. And then unit session percentage, I think that is a breakdown of how many it's actually getting as opposed to the other, say the medium and large on that actual listing. So if I've got small, medium, large and extra large, this product here is getting 45% of those views and orders. And this one will show you the same, but it will be what they call the parent item. So you will always have a master listing for each product or a master ASIN, and what that means is if you've got a product with multiple variations, they will all be within one of these. So this won't have individual sizes or colors or different variations. It will just be the product as a whole, the one listing, and then it's got all the same metrics there. And now we can go through and it will take you onto the child ASIN. So this is very similar to the page by sales and traffic. This will take you through each individual child or different product variation. So there are your reports. Business reports is very important. You can get a real insight into your business and really dig down into your numbers to identify what your sales are like. You can identify your profitability from that by looking at how many products have been ordered, and if you know, we should know the price for each product and how much you've made in sales. You can then have a look at how much Amazon fees have been taken off of there in advertising, and you work out your profitability. By looking at things like your traffic and sales per product, you can identify how much you should be ordering on future orders. As it's vitally important you keep your best sellers in stock, and you can keep a consistent flow of those in stock, whilst the ones that are perhaps not selling so well, if you didn't quite have the funds, then perhaps you could leave those ones till last.